Hey, welcome to an episode of the Rank 'Em Podcast. We haven't done one of these in a while.
What's up?
That's how long it's been. That commercial has gone out of favor. I think the new commercial, Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Triple Junior.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I know.
Triple Junior. No, Triple Double Junior. Whopper.
I heard some kid sing the entire song yesterday and was like, that's effective marketing, apparently, because...
Well, so you know why it got super popular? Because that was, like, they pulled away from, who's the dude for the Bills that got...
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. It's like, we'll be back while they work on him on the field. Whopper, Whopper.
Not great.
So it's like you've seen... One of the TikToks I saw right after it was like, it's like the World Trade Center has just been struck. It's like we'll be back with more live coverage.
Whopper, Whopper. Just constant. So as you can tell from the title of today's episode, are we ranking these or are we just
I think
live testing? Are you eventually going to rank them?
Yeah, I think I'm eventually going to rank them, and I assume you have some sort of ranking system.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Well. So
now there's one of these I haven't ever tried.
It could be a 1.
So we're doing Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Don's never really been exposed to the whole gamut of Girl Scout cookies.
No, like
Girl Scout cookery.
Is this all they make? Like, do they?
There is another one that is like an online exclusive that we do not have.
I guess, like, are there Girl Scout steaks? Is this like...
I don't think there are, but we might be, giving them ideas for free right now.
Because when you said cookery, I didn't think cookies. I thought like a whole, like I can get my...
Omaha steaks, but for Girl Scouts.
Right.
They're freeze-drying tomahawks and sending them to you.
Did you get your Girl Scout branded cutlery at the
Girl Scout
store?
No, but I did buy a box outside of an Advanced Auto Parts. Okay. So we've got the cookies laid out on a plate, 1 through 9. Don, I think you have mentioned what like 2 or 3 of them are.
So I don't know the names of most of these cookies. I haven't tried. I think I have tried a Samoa before, not a Samoan.
Or that you recently learned.
That I recently learned. It is a Samoa. And I obviously know what a Thin Mint is.
Right, just by looking at the plate, you would be able to see. Like, okay.
Other than that, no, I don't recognize any of these.
Okay.
So it'll be a fun experience. We just never, I don't know.
I mean,
none of my sisters
no
were
judgment.
Girl Scouts.
No judgment.
They didn't like come knock on our door.
See, like where producer
Either that
Ashley,
or mom refused to like overpay for
bad cookies.
Right. I don't know if they're good or bad.
Producer Ashley was a Girl Scout. Her mom was like a Girl Scout troop leader, so she's like well versed in the Girl Scout cookie game. She's been holding for like 15 years, 18 years, like going on 20 years probably of Girl Scout cookies, maybe long 25 years of Girl Scout cookies for you.
Is Keebler its own brand?
Yeah, it is.
Because some of these look like they're just like Keebler knockoffs.
Understandable. So
specifically number 5, which is like 2 wafers on top of each other with, I assume, is chocolate in between, with like an alien symbol on top.
Yeah, your descriptions of what have been imprinted in these cookies are like, it's a cloud on top of a mountain. I'm like, that's the Girl Scout logo. that's what that is. I understand why you think you see what you're claiming to see, but
I'll be describing what I'm seeing as well.
So
yeah.
We got them on a plate 1 through 9 listed around, and we're gonna like skip around. So Don doesn't know the names of them. So I'm gonna pick them out. I'm gonna say, what do you think the name of that one is?
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Okay.
Like so we've got trefoils, Samoas,
yep,
tagalongs,
yep,
s'mores,
yep,
do-si-dos,
yep,
lemon ups,
yep,
Thin Mints,
yep,
adventurefuls,
yes,
advernuturefuls,
adventurefuls, yep.
Oh, you added some extra letters on this list. That says advernuturefuls.
That does say advernuturefuls.
And toffee-tastic.
Yeah. So,
ooh, okay.
I guess I'm going to say let's start with number 5 on your plate.
Okay, so this one looks like a Keebler Elf cookie.
It does.
It's got looking at it.
On the bottom.
I'm
yeah.
gonna not read where it says s'mores on the bottom.
Yeah,
because as soon as I saw
was
the
gonna
white and the
Ashley,
chocolate,
did you do that on purpose? Did you put them face down? Okay.
So as soon as I saw the white,
She's like, these dumb assholes aren't going to pick them up and look at the bottoms, are they?
so as soon as I saw in the
Very
middle,
first thing you do is pick it up and look at the bottom. You're like, oh, this is Girl Scout s'mores right there.
so as soon as I saw the chocolate and the vanilla, I knew it was a s'more.
Right.
So number 5, obviously a s'more. On the top of it, it's got, I'm seeing clouds, a rainbow, a bullseye. Oh, is that a bullseye with arrows in it?
I don't know. I ate mine.
Kind of looks like an alien symbol.
I don't know. I'm guessing the Girl Scouts aren't like in the Illuminati. They're not
Are you
like.
kidding me? They absolutely are.
Are you kidding me? He says.
That's
So-
actually really good.
That's a s'mores.
It's better than a Pop-Tart s'more. It tastes okay. It tastes more like a s'more than a s'more Pop-Tart does.
I don't know.
I think there's a little bit of smokiness in it that the Pop-Tarts could.
They're popping liquid smoke into the Girl Scout cookies. Really get you that real toasty marshmallow flavor. So
That's good.
number 5 was the s'more.
That's the one that reminded me most of like the.
You're dead on. Like
Keebler
your
Elf,
description
like the
there is,
elf-
yeah, you
the
are
elf
100% correct. Yeah,
The
undeniable.
picture of the Keebler elf on each side.
Yeah, those
Elf witch.
EL fudge.
EL fudge. Yeah.
EL fudge is what it is. You're right. It does look like that to a certain degree. So that was a decent Girl Scout cookie in your eyes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. What's the price of a box of those, and how many do you get? This is a new thing that I'm because we're gonna figure out.
It's
if I
one of
think
the
that it's
bigger
worth
boxes. It comes in like a wrapper more than a box. They're all $5. I'm told.
Every box of Girl Scout cookies is $5,
Yes.
whether there's 4 cookies in it or 100.
Yes, I think there are like I'll say 18 cookies in the box.
So we're looking at a price average of about 30 cents. Would I pay 30 cents for that cookie? Yeah,
I think that's a 30-cent worth cookie.
yeah. I'd pay upwards of.
Now some of these are like not volume cookies. 16 cookies. Okay, so I was 2 off. 16 cookies for $5.
It's a 32-cent value.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess Ashley wants me to read the description of Graham's. People know what Girl cookies are, other than Don. Girls Graham sandwich cookies with chocolate and marshmallow flavored filling.
Yeah.
So now you know.
I think that. Yeah.
It's actually not bad. So we'll see where that ranks.
I enjoyed that.
Out of 1 to 10, what are you giving that?
Ooh.
1 bite. Everybody knows rules.
1 bite. Everybody knows the rules. What's my feelings on that? 7.5.
All right, 7.5. That's not far off, I don't think. There is actually, by the way, there is a cookie.
I would rather have that than an EL fudge. I think that that was superior.
Agreed. There is a cookie on here that I've never had.
Because
I think they're new this year.
some of the cookies that you get, like the EL fudge, I think kind of taste waxy.
Yeah,
It like sticks to your teeth. It's not real cookie. That was
Right.
good.
All
7.5.
7.5 for Don. We'll see where that
Like
slots
when you
in.
get the discount Oreos that don't that
Oh,
aren't
the
Oreos.
Hydrox.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nah, we're good. So let's do cookie number 7.
Okay, cookie number 7. For those of you not watching, you don't know what it is.
Nobody's watching. We don't
I know
have
what it
cameras set
is. Ashley's watching.
True.
It's a Samoa.
It is a Samoa.
Also looks like another Keebler Elf. Like Keebler has their own coconut cookie.
But I think those are a knockoff of Girl Scouts. I don't think.
You don't think it's the other way around?
Yeah. I think they were like, whoa, people love Samoas.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like coconut.
I don't either.
So I'm going to judge this.
It's like a toasted coconut, I think, is what the description is. It is crisp cookies with caramel, coconut, and dark chocolatey stripes. But I think it's a toasted coconut. It's not just
I
your
would say that this
raw
is the
white coconut.
one, other than a Thin Mint, this is the one cookie that I've had.
Right, this is like the quintessential Girl
And I don't
Scout
know
cookie.
if I've had a Thin Mint before, but I've had the real, like,
You've had a Samoa.
well, I'm trying to think of what the other brands of Thin Mints are. Or is it just always like
I think-
the things in the little green tinfoil wrapping that I get? What?
Ashley says Andy's Mints. I don't think that's what you're thinking of.
What did they drop inside somebody's body during a...
I'm going to need more information than that.
in a Seinfeld episode, they dropped a Junior Mint.
Couldn't tell you. Probably.
I think Junior Mint is what I'm thinking of.
Probably. So, there's coconut. You don't like coconut.
I don't like coconut. Not the texture or the taste. You know, in Zombieland, he's like, I don't like the texture, not the taste. No, I don't like the taste.
It's a texture, not the taste.
It's both.
It's not a bad cookie.
It's not a bad cookie. Do I want more than one? No.
Right.
Am I going to finish this one? Yeah. But I want milk with it.
Like, I enjoy the pairing of chocolate and caramel. Like, Twix is my favorite candy bar.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't have a problem with those. I don't
It
like
feels
dark,
it feels ruined by the coconut. Like,
I don't like dark chocolate. I'm not a big dark chocolate fan either.
see, I like the lightest dark chocolate. Like, it's got to be like 45% cacao to be dark chocolate. That's about it. Yeah.
Like, this isn't bad.
But you're not going to sit down and eat the whole box.
I would not buy a box. How many come in a box?
That's a good question. 12, maybe. How about you get your shit together, Ashley, and you tell us. You get, like, prepared. But I don't know. I'll open the box and tell you how many are missing and then count how many are still there. Well, how the hell was I supposed to know that? Serving size is a box of Girl Scout cookies. That you can say nutritional facts is serving size is 2 cookies. Malarkey. Serving size is the entire
There's
box.
14?
14 cookies in there.
Okay, so that brings us out to just shy of 36 cents.
I mean, that one cookie's worth 36 cents, but I don't know if the box is. I don't know.
I would not buy a box of that before I bought a box of the s'mores.
All right. That's fair.
So if I had to...
Got one bite, everybody knows the rules on Samoas.
People aren't going to be happy. 4.5. And it's carried by the caramel.
Yeah. I don't think
And-
that's outrageous.
It's carried by the caramel and...
The cookie
The
in it's
actual
not bad.
cookie was
I would say
pretty good.
cookie's not bad.
The dark chocolate, not that bad. The coconut brings it down a little bit. Everything together, okay. Not going to kill anybody for it. Like, people are, I can't wait till Samoas are back. And it's like,
I could wait.
I could go with never having one for the rest of my life. 4.5.
All right. I don't think that's outrageous. So, I think what I want to do here is because, okay, we're getting to, there are like some strong flavors and there's also some palate cleansers. You got to mix these up just right.
Yeah.
So, let's eat cookie number 3.
Okay.
Cookie number 3.
Cookie number 3 says, I am creative on it.
Mine says I am strong.
So I believe this is some sort of like sun shining.
Yes,
there
I think
appears
that's
to be a glaze on it. I'm going to guess that this, before taking a bite, is a lemon up, but I'll let you know after I take the.
But they've got inspirational messages on them to.
Yeah, that's a lemon up.
There are
You can easily tell that there's lemon.
yeah,
the glaze is lemon.
it's quick. It is a distinct. These are crispy lemon flavored cookies with inspiring messages to lift your spirits, and there are 12 of them in the box.
12 in a box.
But they are significantly larger than every other cookie on.
Yes. That brings it just shy of 42 cents per.
Which still is not bad.
No, this is a 50-cent cookie.
I was saying, if you saw that at a gas station and said 50 cents, you're not like, that's outrageous.
Right. 10, 15 years ago when I could get like a full-size Butterfinger for 89 cents.
Right.
Yes.
Right, but nowadays with your inflation and
If I was at like a a firehouse like pancake dinner, like a charity event, and they had one of these in a little bag and says 50 cents, yeah, I grab one.
Right, and it's not like, oh, I got screwed over on that lemon up.
Right. I would say I wouldn't be surprised to see this in a single bag by itself for $1 at a charity event where you know that you're overpaying for it.
But you're helping. Girl Scouting builds girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place.
What do Boy Scouts do?
Make Pinewood Derby cars.
Do they do anything for the community?
Yeah, if you get to like Eagle Scout, you make a gazebo at your park or whatever, and then it just sits there and rots for a while.
It's true.
Put a bench somewhere in a public setting. That's about it. I don't know. I wasn't a Boy Scout.
Raise the flag at a football game.
Yeah. Burn the flag. But not like on January 6th, like a organized.
Right.
We are. I mean, there probably were some of them there
At the,
too.
at the American Legion.
right.
Once a year.
Yeah.
These are really good. I really like these.
I think they are criminally underrated because it's a strong lemon.
Yes,
there's like a
kinda
zest
tastes
in there
there's
almost.
There's a dessert that this kind of tastes like. A lemony dessert with
I would
cream on top.
I would say like a lemon bar or a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, lemon meringue pie.
It's
8.5.
I don't think that's outrageous. I really enjoy those.
Honestly, if I was outside working, this would be a nice like refresher.
It is a refreshing cookie. Like it is a summertime cookie. So I appreciate your ranking.
I actually really like.
I enjoy them immensely. The problem is going from lemon to everything else on the is somewhat rough.
Yeah, I need a breather here,
right?
To,
because going to
and that's a big cookie. I ate the whole thing. I probably should only.
I know.
Half.
No, okay. Full disclosure: when we did our like re-ranking of Little Debbie's, like we ate like an entire nutty bar, and then like an entire cosmic brownie, entire fudge round, entire oatmeal cream pie, and was like, I hate my life. And so coming into this, I was like, I'm not going to eat every one of every cookie. And here we are, 4 cookies in, and I am 4 cookies in.
Yeah. That was really good. That so far, it's going to be hard to beat that.
I agree. So, knowing that, I think now is an appropriate time to eat cookie number 1.
Okay.
So we're going to...
So cookie number 1 is in the shape of a 4-leaf clover.
A poorly shaped 4-leaf clover. Like, I'm not certain what
and it
that
either looks
shape
like
is.
a facial silhouette or like a mountaintop
if you rotate it the way it's supposed to sit, if you rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees, I wholly see that is a mountain with some clouds on. Yes, that is a mountain with clouds on top of it. You are not crazy for seeing that.
But this is the Girl Scout logo.
But yes, when you look at that, that is the Girl Scout logo.
The Girl Scout logo?
Yeah.
What is their logo supposed to be?
It's like, like a girl, like it's, I'm trying to see where the, well, it's not.
I mean, is it like supposed to be like a triple silhouette of a girl's
it's a
face?
silhouette, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm sure it symbolizes, like past, present, and future women empowerment or some bullshit or whatever. I don't know.
Let's see what this cookie represents.
So
before I try,
you have no
I'm
idea
just
what
gonna
this cookie is called.
Do-si-do.
It's not a do-si-do.
Okay, I'm gonna try it, and then
there are Girl Scout cookies that fit into like a.
That's just a plain wafer.
It can also be used as a dog treat.
Yeah,
and this could also be used as a dog treat. Like
it's made worse after a very lemon flavor.
I understand that, and we might not be doing this cookie justice. I think we are, because I don't think it's very good. But if I was to send you from lemon up to thin mint, you have a horrendous taste in your mouth. So this is a nice palate cleanser.
So
this is the celery of Girl Scout cookies.
No, celery at least I was going to say celery has some crunch to it, but I guess this has some crunch to it, but not a satisfying crunch.
These are described as iconic shortbread cookies inspired by the original Girl Scout recipe. So this is the OG Girl Scout cookie.
Is that a trefoil?
It is a trefoil, yes. And there are 40 cookies in this box.
That is
Don's like
to
volume
change.
shooter. Volume shooter. Like there are 40 cookies in this box. So this is the OG Girl Scout cookie, which you can see why they have now improved to 8 others.
12 and a half cents per cookie.
I would that's probably how much thought went into that cookie, was 12 and a half cents. Because
If you gave me 50 cents and told me I could either have a lemon one or 4 of those, I would take a lemon one.
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Honestly,
It's okay. It is
Where does that-
baseline. Like, it's not bad, but it doesn't do anything.
a 2?
It's just there.
I think it's a 2.
It exists.
Would I rather have a saltine? No, but it's closer than I would think. It's closer than I would think when someone said cookie or cracker.
That's a bad compare. Like, if you were like, would I rather have that or a saltine? You have to pause. Not a good cookie.
I wonder how that would change dipped in like coffee or tea or something like that. I don't think you dip it in milk because it's not going to do anything for it. But I wonder, it seems like it could be peer pressured into tasting like something different and being better. I feel like you could peer pressure that into holding some like coffee flavor, hot chocolate flavor into it. It wants to absorb something to make it better.
Yeah, like, or if you were to use that as like you were going to make like we're going to make a sandwich cookie. You're going to put some like marshmallow fluff between that or whatever.
Put a little bit of ice cream between that. Like I think that would.
You could. It's got enough heft to handle that. It's just not good by its lonesome.
No, I think it. I'm going to give it a 2. Overall, 2. For what it tries to be, it's fine at what it tries to be.
Right. But it's not trying to do a whole lot. It's just like, we still have to offer these because this was what we started with.
Right.
And like,
back in 1953, when we didn't have flavors,
you know how like
we were rationing from World War II still. We didn't have flavors.
So we got iconic shortbread, and you're like, you just like put lard into some flour, and you're like, that's a cookie. Great. Yeah. I'm glad that we've prospered past that. But like, okay, Bud Light, like, and then there was like Bud Light Platinum and Bud Light Bud Select, and like you realized, oh, we probably could do better. We probably could do better than this, and they did. So
yeah,
not high, not ranking high.
No, I mean, it's fine. Like I'm not disgusted by it.
I don't think any of these are going to make you go, oh God, this is horrible. But there are some that are like, that's good, and then there are others that are like, that ain't it, brother.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we got 5 more.
5 left. We're almost halfway there.
I think 6 is the number to go to here.
Okay. This is going to be a Thin Mint.
It is a Thin Mint. So you got that right. There are 32 Thin Mints in this box, which feels weird. They're thinner than the trefoils.
Yeah.
So you should I know that trefoil box holds 40.
Right.
You like
there's a bunch.
Are you holding out on me, Girl Scout? Because you could sell a lot of these if there were 40 Thin Mints in this box.
But also,
you're selling more of these.
Why are all your boxes the same size? It doesn't seem very eco-friendly.
Well, no, they're not. So
you're selling me a bunch of air in these boxes.
So
oh,
Samoa's is a much taller box,
but there's fewer in it. And
correct.
They're roughly the same size.
Thin Mints are crispy, chocolatey cookies made with natural oil of peppermint. And you are not a mint guy, right? Like mint chocolate chip
mint ice cream,
right? Mint chocolate chip ice cream is like my favorite ice cream, and this reminds me of that.
I like to eat a mint after like a big dinner.
Understandable.
Throw a mint in, and like after Thanksgiving, or more like when you go out to eat, and you can at the galley indicator they have
Andy's Mints.
Andy's Mints.
Yeah. Go to Olive Garden, get you a little Andy's Mint after when you're leaving. Yeah. It's a nice, it is like the quintessential palate cleanser. It is, that's kind
15 and a half cents per
cook.
Yeah. Better value than the trefoils.
There are people who would tell you that you eating this right now is the incorrect way to eat this cookie. that you would have to pull it out of the freezer.
Yeah.
There are people who are adamant. They're gonna like knowing that you just got it out of the box is going to piss them off. That we should have prepared ahead of time and made you eat 2 of them, one from the freezer, one from the box, and then in their eyes, the one from the freezer would be exponentially better than the one you just ate. I don't know if that's the case, but one could argue.
Okay, so I'd probably agree. Because when we have like junior mints or whatever, the minty refreshingness, you can tell that it wants to be cooled.
Exasperated.
It wants to be cooled. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Kind of like a Klondike bar.
A little bit.
But you can't not eat a Klondike bar out of the freezer.
Correct.
You can't eat
It's a requirement. Otherwise, you are drinking milk in a poor chocolate shell. So 1 through 10, Thin Mint.
5.
See, that in itself is divisive because this is the like divisive Girl Scout. It's either they're the best or if I wanted toothpaste, I brush my fucking teeth.
So the cookie by itself, 5. It's fine. It's a little bit of refreshing, not as refreshing as the Lemon Up. Like I take the Lemon Up, 5 of these versus the Lemon Up. I'd take the Lemon Up.
Yeah,
but on a value proposition, it is better when you take the value into it. 32 for $5. I mean, it could maybe bump it up towards like a 7 or something like that. But one cookie versus one cookie, straight up,
right. It's
5. It's better than a Samoa, but not by much.
But it's not close to a Lemon Up.
No, not even close.
See, like people are sleeping on Lemon Ups. I'll die on that hill. Probably not alone. I'm glad to learn now. But so now
it's like one of those times you're like, I've never had an organic experience or an organic thought.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I saw a video of some dude. It's like only guys will understand, and it was a video of him walking with the camera straight down, walking on a sidewalk, and he was just like making sure that he wouldn't step on the crack of the sidewalk.
Yeah,
he didn't say anything, and it's like,
but only guys will understand it.
Then it was
all
stitched,
these comments
it was stitched by a woman, and she's like, I don't get it. I thought I would get it, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, well.
Or have you ever the like TikToks of like, this is for my male audience, and they're throwing a rock from a really high place into like water and shit. Like women are like, what is the point here? Or like somebody's walking through like Tractor Supply and they just slap the bag of dog food. You're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, no, that's you cannot.
Or you got to flip the strap on like a tow strap on a trailer.
That ain't going anywhere.
All right.
That ain't going anywhere.
I saw a video of a dude that pushed a rock down a hill and it took out a tree. Hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yep. I saw that as well.
It's like that rock has been sitting there for millions of years, minding its own business.
And you're just like,
that tree's 80 years old and you fucking broke it.
And
I hate you.
Yep, you just decided.
Fuck that rock and that tree.
It's your day. That's it. It's like the old Wild West where like you get a Western movie and there's just like piles of dead bodies and you're just like, is that really what it was like? And people, no, not really. Not really, but Clint Eastwood looks like a badass, so we're going to go with it. All right, so
what's next?
I think we're going to do number 2.
Okay.
I think.
So number 2 looks like just a normal.
Oh, I'm told there are breaking news. The s'mores cookies were $6 a pack.
Whoa. I mean, the taste stays
and also
the
the cookie you are holding is $6 a pack as well.
Okay, so s'mores being $6, it doesn't bring the taste value down,
right? Still,
but
good
it does bring down. Nothing jumps it. Even if I bring it down a little bit, I would still rather buy the s'mores than the Thin Mints. I'll be honest.
I think this might piss you off,
but this one feels like it's going to piss me off for $6 because it's extremely flaky.
There are 14 of these in the box.
Okay, I haven't tried
$6.
But it feels like a cookie that I would have made in junior high, like home ec class, because it's not well done at all.
Didn't rise.
Right.
It's just
it didn't
flat.
rise. It wants to fall apart. It's got like 4 coals in it because I checked it way too many times to see if it was ready.
Yeah, no, that is an accurate description of that cookie.
All right, so let me try it.
So these are, I guess I can't describe it until you. the faces of everyone.
like it.
Everyone who has tried it is not enjoying the rich buttery cookies with sweet crunchy toffee bits.
Right. I was going to say toffee-tastic. I could taste the toffee.
But you don't like it.
No.
Okay, I've never had one of these, so I'm gonna dive into. Did not enjoy. The cookie is too hard mixed with toffee. It's tiny razor blades inside my mouth.
It's extremely flaky. It's a mess.
Truly flaky.
Like it's trying to fall apart.
I will
as
not be
I'm
finishing
folding
that
it.
cookie.
I did.
Trefoils, I gave the rest to producer Dio. And toffee, I wouldn't give to the dog. That's a bad cookie. And it's got, there's a bad film in my mouth now. Do not enjoy. Oof. I'm sorry to.
My mouth is extremely dry.
Right. I was going to, like, I almost looked at Ashley and I was like, can you give me that bottle of water that I put back in the fridge? It was bad. That is not an enjoyable experience in the slightest. And to be honest, I think I might judge you if you tell me that you like it. Like, if
I don't like it.
No, if somebody's listening and they're like, but I love Toffee-tastic, reevaluate your life choices.
Okay, here's the thing.
1 through 9, that's 9. And it's not, I don't know that's
Here's the
debatable.
thing. Here's the thing.
I don't. If you're trying to keep on the sunny side with this bitch, I got problems with that because that was horrendous.
I want to put it at about the same as the trefoil, but just for a different reason. But $6 and there's 12 of them. I can't.
14.
You're
like,
still.
not
It
getting
doesn't
better.
help much.
Oh my gosh. The trefoil was better because it wasn't trying to do anything. That was trying to do something and it failed miserably.
Yeah. How many years has that been out?
I have no idea, but it needs to die.
Because I don't want to discourage them from like trying new things.
But if that's the best you got, quit it. So you gave trefoil a 2, I think.
I'm gonna give it a 2. It's the same as a. I'm gonna give trefoil and this a 2. I equally don't want either of them, but if I was gluten free, doesn't matter. You know what else it's free from? Me ever eating one again.
Taste. It is free from taste. It did not. The toffee wasn't good. The cookie wasn't good.
Yeah.
You mix the two together and you have a shit sandwich. Congratulations, Girl Scouts.
I'm going to give it a 1
Thank you.
because I would rather.
I was like, your 2 is too high.
I would rather. What was that number? Is that a 7? No,
That was number 2.
okay. I would rather eat that than an actual dog biscuit.
But not definitive.
Not by much.
I would look at the dog biscuit for
As
one.
someone who, when I was a kid, had eaten several dog biscuits on a dare, that was honestly eerily close to some of those dog biscuits.
That what we had.
Like you get like a 5-pound bag and it had like the red and the green.
I was just going to say,
dog
it would have
bone
been
shape.
hilarious to me if producer Ashley had put one of the dog bones, the very small dog bones we have as treats, on as like number 10.
Like I obviously haven't eaten one of those, and
I've never soberly eaten one of those.
I haven't eaten one in over 20 years. That gives me to 13. I probably around 13, 14 ate one of those.
Right, ate a dog biscuit.
On a dare.
Right. Don, I bet you
somewhere
won't
or
eat that. I bet I will.
Right. And that brought back the memories of eating that dog biscuit. But
Which is not a great sales.
no.
Like, have you ever eaten what do those taste like, little girl? Have you ever eaten a dog biscuit? It's slightly better than that. Yeah, I won't be choosing those ones that are $1 extra. Won't be than the rest of these.
No. Get out of here with it.
That's a bad.
It tasted like something I would have made in junior high.
Yeah, and then Mrs. Bash is there, like, oh, you forgot baking powder. You're like, shit, that's right. Makes a lot of sense.
Why do I have to put these no bake cookies in the oven? That doesn't make any sense.
It feels like you're lying to me. All right, so those don't get high regard.
So we've got left tagalongs, do-si-dos, and advernutterfuls.
I'm sorry, I was typing quickly.
Addernuturfuls.
Yeah, so let's do number 4.
Okay, number 4. Is this a tag-along? Is this a do-si-do? There's no name on it.
There is no branding.
So it's like got steel diamond plate branding on the top of it.
True. That does.
And peanut butter on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, is this like a do-si-do?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, because I'm thinking like dough, and then the C is the peanut butter in the middle, and then dough is the other side of the sandwich. That was my reasoning on
Probably, yeah. It is an oatmeal sandwich cookie with peanut butter filling.
Tastes just like a Nutter Butter.
It just the cookie is not as firm on a Nutter Butter. Like the Nutter Butter cookie
wafer.
is, that's a strong peanut butter cookie on there. This is a little more crumbly. I'm adamant that they are dog biscuits, but they are damn good dog biscuits. They're tasty dog biscuits.
How many of those come in a box?
That's a good question. Give me one moment. 18 at $5. $5 pop.
20 shy of 28 cents a cookie. That's 100% worth it. Now, if you offered me 2 of those or 1 lemon up,
You got
I got to think
internal
about it.
strife there.
I got to think about it. But
Never once have I ever considered that was diamond plate steel on top of that cookie, but it absolutely is. Like on the box, that is diamond plate steel on those cookies. You are an astute observer.
Or is it supposed to be like the...
No.
Well, what's like the little blanket that you're supposed to put over a beef Wellington? Where you like...
like the puff pastry lattice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's diamond plate steel on those cookies. But that's a good call.
It's a Nutter Butter. Nutter Butters are one of my favorite cookies, if you can consider it a cookie.
You can.
It carried me through high school.
I've recently rediscovered my love for Nutter Butters. They are unbelievably good.
Nutter Butters carried me through high school.
They are so good.
8.
Ooh. That's a little higher than I thought.
8. What I give... let me think. I'm trying to decide if
somebody put a gun to your head, 2 of those are a lemon up.
I would take 2 of those, but that's not fair.
You're like, that's volume.
It's 18 cents more than the value proposition of a lemon up. So I think it would be closer. 4 of those are 3 lemon ups, and I would take the 3 lemon ups.
Oh,
I don't know that I would, because that's a lot of lemon.
Is a lemon up one, like, could I eat 6 do-si-dos? Yes. Could I eat 6 lemon ups? Right. No. Could I eat 3 lemon ups? Maybe not.
Cookie to cookie, I would rather have a lemon up than that.
Okay.
But
if you're looking for un cookie,
I would rather have a
cookie.
Lemon up. Yes. But that is because it's much larger.
Right. It's a much stronger flavor than that is instant lemon. This was still
so
a strong
here's the thing.
peanut butter.
I gave s'mores a 7.5. I gave lemon ups an 8.5. It's somewhere in between there, so it's got to be an 8.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. So, next cookie we're going is 9.
Okay. We've got tagalongs and adventurefulness. I think this has got to be a tagalong.
This is a tagalong. Yeah.
The only reason I could figure that out is because I looked at the next one, and that one looked more adventurefulness than this one did. This one is a nippleless areola. You got your outside, your inside, and then just no nipple.
Yeah, I guess that is a way you could describe that cookie. Of the ways you could describe that cookie. I'm not sure that's the top one, but that's how you described it.
So this is a Twix in cookie form.
No, peanut butter.
Oh.
I think the next one is a Twix in cookie form. I think that's caramel.
So what's this one?
This is a tag-along. Crispy cookie layered with peanut butter and covered with a chocolatey coating. So there's a cookie, peanut butter. It's a peanut butter Twix.
It's the Reese's Twix thing that they make. They make a Twix with peanut butter.
Right. It's peanut butter Twix.
Yeah.
But that peanut butter is creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so creamy.
There's just not very much of it. It's enough to get a taste of the peanut butter.
So there are 14 of these in the box. Which there used to be 32. This box used to be stuffed full of tagalongs, and now they found out people liked them. And just like chicken wings, people like, oh, they usually just throw chicken wings away.
So here's the
and then
thing.
people started liking them. They're like, oh fuck, they're now $14 a pound.
Just shy of 36 cents a piece. That brings them awfully close to the price of a lemon up. Rather have a lemon up, but
See, I think
so. There's a weird aftertaste that comes with that, and it's something. What's the ingredients in that?
cookie peanut butter chocolate. It's like a cookie that has like a dollop of peanut. Like it's a cookie with like a sauce. It's like almost a saucer cookie.
So
you
it's
fill the saucer with peanut butter, cover it in chocolate.
So here's the thing: the s'mores I was talking about, how they didn't have that kind of like waxy aftertaste.
Yeah.
These ones do have that.
It's because it's shit chocolate that they're covered with. Yeah. It is poor quality chocolate. Yeah. But you've eaten the whole box by the time you realize that. In this experiment, eating just one, like you're not going to eat just one of those. You can pretend like you are, but you're not. You're going to eat more than one of those. Yeah, and then you realize you've eaten the whole row, and then you're like, well, just one more, and then you've realized you've eaten the second row, and you're like, fuck it, I might as well eat the entire box.
I'm not going to put one row back.
Right. I'm not going to put 3 more cookies back in that row.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to piss me off the next time I grab the box and I want some tag-along. So you're eating the whole box. It's a $5 snack.
I can definitely see that. And $5 is probably a fair price for 14 of them. 16
in my eyes, that is the best Girl Scout cookie just because of volume. I can't eat a whole box of lemonades, lemon ups.
Right, and I think that's probably better for you.
Probably, but the Girl Scouts need to look out for me. I need to look out for me, and I'm not willing to do that.
You're not going to like me. 7.
I understand that it is poor quality chocolate, undeniably.
I would rather have a s'more, a do-si-do, or a lemon up.
Saying you'd rather have a do-si-do over that is incorrect.
Today, right now, if you ask me what I wanted another of.
So, the last cookie we've got here
do-si-do
is an Adventureful.
An Adventureful's.
Indulgent brownie-inspired cookies with caramel-flavored creme and a hint of sea salt.
Yeah, so
I've never had one of these either.
It's a brownie with brown chocolate drizzled on it, and then stripes of other chocolate.
No, that's caramel. So it's a cookie, and then there's like a chocolate bottom, like that chocolate from the tag-along. Like they cover the bottom in chocolate. It's a brownie, basically. With
the bottom is like what you would get out of like a chocolate from a sweets box.
Yeah.
It's that ribbed for your pleasure chocolate, and then a brownie, and then caramel.
It's always ribbed for his pleasure. No. So I've never had one of these.
You have to turn it inside out for his pleasure.
Got it. So there are 14 that come in this box.
These are kind of wild.
Because you and Ashley have had kind of the same, like you're staring at it in somewhat bewilderment of, I don't know if I like this or not. So I don't like it. You can't tell me something's brownie inspired and then it's fucking crunchy. Because it looks soft. From the outside, it looks like you're about to eat a soft cookie.
Right, but the
and
inside,
then it is not.
The inside is the part of the brownie that's against the pan, like the crispy part.
Well, even
but they
that's
made the
still
entire cookie like that.
Somewhat chewy. This is not. I think I hate it.
Interesting.
Because it looks soft. It looks like you're about to eat a soft, like, oh, fuck. They have successfully figured out how to make chewy Girl Scout cookies. Hell yeah. And then you bite into it, and it sounds like you're eating a Lay's potato chip. I'm starting to come around, actually, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mind.
It's not a bad brownie.
Yeah, it's like an the actual brownie that it's made of is.
You made brownies on Sunday. It's now Thursday. You got to finish
right,
that,
but it's also like it's the very top crust of one of the corner pieces.
I get that,
but they somehow made the entire cookie out of that.
But it looks soft.
Yeah, until you touch it.
Story of my life.
True. So yeah, I like that.
But did you like it more?
No,
I was going to say. Well, I was going to say, did you like it more than a do-si-do?
No.
Did you like it more than a Thin Mint?
Yes. I've got it right now to 6.5, somewhere in there. I would
I don't
rather
know.
have I would rather have 2 of those than 2 Thin Mints. But I think a Thin Mint has its own time and place.
It does.
I would rather
It
have a
does.
Thin Mint
Thin
after a
Mint-
meal.
I would say Thin Mint is very much an after meal cookie.
It's like,
very much
I
an
would like
afternoon
2 of these and 3 ounces of milk.
Right. And
Call
I'll
it a
feel
day.
warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Get me one out of the freezer.
Right.
It's
You could
fine.
not be
Like,
more correct in that assessment. Thin Mint is very much an after meal cookie.
But that one, if it's 3 o'clock and I need to be tided over for an hour and a half, and they said you can have a cookie, I would eat that cookie. And I would think I would rather have that than a Lemon Up at that point.
I can't debate that. Like, yeah, I think you're.
I think they each have their own time and place. The Toffee-tastic, the time and place is never and nowhere. The Treeful
Trefoils is not like.
is when you literally have nothing else to eat. You just require sustenance.
Trefoils is your grandma's Girl Scout cookie. She's like, oh, do you have any shortbread cookies?
I would
Actually,
rather
do,
have
Grandma.
a Fig Newton than a Treeful.
Fig
But
Newtons
I
are
lo-
a little,
I-
a little slept on.
Fig Newtons
Like Fig
slap.
Newtons aren't bad.
That was what was in my grandma's cookie jar because that's Grandpa bought them.
He's like, who wants Fig Newtons?
It's like me and Grandpa apparently.
Like they
They
good.
clumped together. You always got 6. 'cause you couldn't.
You go to grab one. Humidity in the jar. I mean, you got 6.
So yeah, final rankings.
Well, you want to take our sponsor break and we'll
Yeah,
come
I
back.
do.
And, yeah, all right. So we'll do our sponsor break and then I don't remember which one it is. Nope, that one. Yeah, sponsor break and then
That's
we'll
when Zach says something.
have. Wait,
That's when I said.
yeah. Say that's what Zach says.
That's when Zach says something.
Ah.
That's when I say something.
Okay, so we'll take our sponsor break. We'll come back and give Don's final rankings here on the Rank 'em Podcast. All right, so
I'm just very thirsty.
we've had Don try 9 Girl Scout cookies when he had 2 ever before.
Yeah.
So
Girl Scout cookies, better than I thought they were.
that's a plus.
But also, I don't even think the expense is that bad. Now
So
that
there are
now
some
that
of
I've had
these-
them and the everything is $5. The $6 ones you can get the hell out of here with them.
I was gonna say, so like
The fact that Lemon Ups aren't $6 is a crime against the lemon
crime
community.
against lemons. So are there any of these boxes that you would be like, you know what? I'll take the rest of those home, other than maybe like Dosey Dose Tagalongs and Thin Mints. Like, because I still want those. If you were like,
yeah, I
I'll
want the
take
Lemon Ups.
like if you were like, I'll take the rest of the Adventurefuls. Like, okay, that's fine. You can have those.
Yeah, I mean, so the only ones that I wouldn't take,
Toffee, get the fuck out of here.
I would take those just to have other people try them. That's like
Just take them
at
to work
this
tomorrow and be
point-
like, have you ever had a fucking Toffee Tastic Girl Scout cookie?
At this point, it's like having somebody smell your gym bag that you forgot about in the back of your car.
Right. I need you to experience this with me. Like you have, like you cannot live the rest of your life without tasting how awful these are.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed them all. Not all of them. Number 9, Toffee-tastic.
Correct.
I don't want anything to do with them other than to make other people try them. The only reason I would ever eat more of them is if somebody made me eat them with them their first time eating them. Like if I
Like,
went
they're
to
like,
my
"Well,
boss and be like, "Try this," and he's like, "Not unless you do." And I'm like, damn it.
Okay. Fuck, you got me.
Or somebody came up to me after hearing this podcast and like, "Here's the very specific way you need to eat Toffee-tastics."
And they were like,
"You have to stand on your head and drink this milk through a straw while also."
that milk was flavored with maple syrup. And you're
Yeah.
like, getting a little weird, but all right.
And then if I tried it and it was amazing,
Now you spread that gospel.
yep. Trefoils.
Yep.
I don't want anything to do with them.
Understand.
$5, $40, great value.
Yes.
But I would rather have those than the Toffee-tastic.
Yeah. That's the right choice.
But I think I would experiment with them. Like,
Sexually?
no, like I think like dipping them in coffee or stuff like that. I think they're a blank
Like
canvas, and they
you
need
put
to
that
be,
in the bottom of a hot chocolate cup.
yeah.
All right.
I got to figure out. Next is Samoas.
Just coconut. It's just too much coconut.
Those ones I would take home with me because Mom loves coconut, but I don't want to because I don't.
She's like, I don't want to watch her enjoy coconut. I hate coconut so much. I don't want to watch somebody else enjoy it.
I've got Thin Mints after that.
And that's like, you gave it a 5, right? Like
Yeah.
on a 1 to 10 scale, 5. I think the fact that you gave it a 5 will piss people off. They'll be like, you're an idiot. That is the best cookie.
You either hate
you're
them or
stupid.
love them.
You gave that a 5?
Yeah, I think that it has its uses. Right now, it slots in at a 5.
It's number 5 on the list, right? Number
number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
But I think 5 is the correct place for it. Even after having tried the other things. It's number 4 on my list. It's my hold on. Yeah, it's my 4th least favorite.
That's the way to put it. Yep.
So I guess that makes it 6.
Yeah.
My 5th and the middlest of the road of
The
these cookies,
median Girl Scout cookie is.
Advent Nutrafol.
Thank you. I appreciate you keep hammering that joke. That's good stuff. No,
Advent Nutrafols I thought were fine, and the reason so I would put it close to Tagalongs or S'mores, except for I was 2/3 of the way done with it. I dropped it from about an inch high, and it exploded crumbs everywhere.
so you're gonna want to
docked
pick this keyboard
I
up
docked the other ones for being like crumbly,
right, for being flaky.
yeah. So Advent Nutrafols, number 5.
Number 5.
Number 4, Tagalongs. You're not a fan of that one.
I'm not.
Here. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna put Tagalongs and S'mores in the same spot. I think S'mores being the first one got boosted a
I
little
was say,
bit.
do you want to try another s'more?
No, I'm so.
I know, like you got so much sweet in you. That's enough.
I think that Tagalongs and S'mores probably share a spot. And
That's
I
not
think,
outrageous.
And I think S'mores got a little bit of a boost because
Just right off
they
the
were-
bat,
right off the bat.
it's understandable.
But the value on the S'mores, I think,
So
is better.
when we got the cookies the other day, we were figuring out, okay, like we got to figure out what we got 2 boxes of, so we don't get 1 box stale. And so Ashley opened up the s'mores. It was like, shit, these are good. Like these are good, and I think they're legit good. I don't know that they're better than Tagalongs, but also,
I mean, your
you
main
gotta-
thing
you
for
get-
Tagalongs is that you have to eat a whole box to enjoy them.
No. Like you have to eat the first row at minimum to eat them, to enjoy them. So you're getting 4 cookies or whatever.
And I enjoyed 1 s'more. I don't feel like I need another one.
I was gonna say,
But
like I think I
you're
ate
right.
3 or 4 s'mores. So.
And I think you're right in that I want more Tagalongs. But
it's just a better cookie. S'mores have a time and place as well.
essentially, number 2, next up, Do-si-dos. Loved them. A little bit of bias. I love Nutter Butters. It's a Nutter Butter
Right. Essentially, yeah.
with less peanut butter and different crackers.
It's a Nutter Butter, less peanut butter,
But
worse cookie.
It automatically took me back to being 17 years old.
And that there's power to that.
Drinking chalky milk and Nutter Butters on my way to school.
A little simpler time.
Yoo-hoo, and a
Nutter
box
Nutter
of 4
Butter.
Nutter Butters.
Hell yeah. Cutlass Supreme.
Driving 114 because that's when the government
Right.
shuts it off.
It's like, have you seen those TikToks of the Greta Van Fleet song where they're like, me in the drive-thru at Wendy's ordering, and then the crackhead outside my window. Yeah, that's your Cutlass Supreme. And they're like, hold on, I gotta. You talk for 15 seconds, and
So
I'll pull up.
yeah, it took me back to simpler times, and I'm a sucker for peanut butter, as we know from other podcasts that you may or may not have listened to, like Candy Bar
So and
Podcast.
then, like Don driving his Cutlass Supreme down Rockford West, his engine. Oh wait, no, okay. Don driving his Cutlass Supreme down 114 down Rockford West. His engine is like.
So
That's what it sounded like.
do they do that where it's like they impose their face over whatever it is, and it's like the yelling?
No, it's
Because have you
just-
seen that where you just see like the
Yeah.
eyes in the mouth? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, like there's one of my favorites that they had. Like this family had their sunflower tied to like their porch because it was gotten big enough, and it was like during a hurricane, and they imposed the mouth, and it's a Creed song. It's like "Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the," but it's a sunflower tied to the fucking porch, just rocking back and forth. It's
The
hilarious.
engine of Don's Cutlass Supreme, whose oil hasn't been changed in 9 months.
It's got 9,000 miles on that.
Who has $30 to change your oil when you're 16 years old?
I get that.
Not me. I was buying chew.
I needed that for a log of Grizzly Wintergreen.
Number one, it's been there since we started. Well, no, it's not been there since we started. It's been there since I had it. It's Lemon Ups. I really enjoyed it.
It's a good cookie. It's
I would
glazed.
not have thought that was going to be there when we started.
Agreed.
But it's big. It's a good cook. The cookie itself is good.
Yes.
The lemon puts it over the top.
It's a strong lemon.
And the price value was one of the higher, cost per cookie.
And you get
But
it's significantly bigger than every other cookie.
Yeah. I would not have any regrets buying Lemon Ups. Anything above Samoa's, I wouldn't have any regrets buying.
But could you
Samoa's-
see yourself getting 2 boxes of Do-si-dos, but never getting 2 bags of Lemon Ups?
No, I would get they're the same price. I would get the Lemon Ups. But I would probably save the Lemon Ups for a summertime.
I get that.
I feel like I would buy several bags of Lemon Ups, throw them in the freezer, and just wait until...
Wait till it's go time, baby.
Lemon Ups seem like a special event type cookie to me. I'm going out on the lake with the boys, or
Right.
we're going to a cookout.
Don't worry, guys.
Bring out the
I
bag-
got the Lemon Ups.
Bring out the bag of Lemon Ups.
You bring up, you're like, I got the Do-si-dos. People are like,
You imagine after a little league tournament, somebody's parent brings out a bag of Lemon Ups. You're like, oh my god!
Right. It's 98 degrees on June 7th. And they're like, oh, God, I just got to find some shade. And then here comes Diane Snyder with who wants a lemon up? And you're like, fuck, life is good.
And an orange, the orange
hug.
No, the push pops.
Oh, yeah, like a creamsicle push pop.
Yeah.
You're licking the plastic bottom of for 15 minutes afterwards. And everybody's like, is that kid an autist or is he just hot? You're like, yeah, a little bit of both. I might go back and cut that. The disapproving look I just got from Ashley. Now, just for that, I'm not going to cut it. Staying in. So,
Man, that was fun.
overall, 1 to 10, Girl Scout Cookie Adventure.
Compared to what I thought it would be a 10, actual experience may vary 8.5.
So you did not have great expectations coming in.
No, I thought it was going to just shit on everything for an hour. I enjoyed most of it.
We could do that instead. This is down on the sunny side.
Even the Samoas, better than I thought they would be. I thought I was going to hate them. I had a good time today.
Well, good. Now we know.
How about you?
I think everything slotted right where I thought it would. And
What's your favorite?
I think Tagalongs is still number 1, but I think Lemon Ups are much higher than people give them credit for. I like refreshing stuff, and maybe that's just me. But that's just my opinion.
Like Yellow Gatorade.
Yeah. So now we know.
And now you know too.
We'll catch you next time, right here on the Rankum Podcast.
Bye.